All right, what's up, boys and girls? Got another video here today where we're going to look at Dave's delusions when it comes to kill cams, video games in general, and then also a commitment he made to his part-time wife and how that commitment is going for him so far. And then one of the slowest nights of support he's had in a while by his own words, and then how he reacted to it the next day. And it just goes to show how out of touch this guy really is. And we're also going to finish with a special surprise that I put together for you guys. And, well, let's just say this is a positive addition to the streams that you guys are going to love. The first clip we're going to start with is from January of this year, and it's from Call of Duty, Let's fucking go.
There's no point in watching the kill cam. There's no point in watching the kill cam. Oh my god, a fucking spamming idiot. Look at this moron. Do we get him? Thank you, King Goken. Fucking moron. Alright, yeah, there's no point in watching kill cams because they're not accurate. At all. They're not. They'll show you bullshit that didn't happen. And then they'll act like that's what happened. No, it didn't. That's not what fucking happened. It's like, watch my fucking screen, then you'll actually see what happened, you know? My phone froze up for a minute there. That was weird. All you gotta do, watch what happens on my side, then you watch the kill cam after, you just shake your head how bad the game is. And it's always been like this, like it's been like 5, 6, 7 years since they had netcode that was worth playing on. It's fucking so stupid.
All right, just delirious, delusional. He's got all kinds of fucking complications going on with him. But, quote, there's no point in watching the kill cam, unquote, as he leans in and bans somebody. How rotted in this fucking guy's mind does he have to be that he thinks even the kill cam and the developers of the game are plotting against him? I mean, there's absolutely no reason for the kill cam to show you anything other than what just happened. It doesn't show it from your point of view. It shows it from the other side, which is the point. So you can see what they saw, what happened, and how you can get better. But that's too much to ask for this fucking guy. Because as we all know, if you have to put in even the slightest bit of effort, that's asking way too much. He literally wants to play games on the easiest difficulty mode and be handheld by chat. Preferably through tips and super chats, of course. Hint, hint, Game Trekker, Iced Mocha Latte, and Slayer. Fucking idiots. We get a King Goken mention as well. Way to ban that troll, King Goken, you stupid idiot. And I'm glad you listened to your dear leader there and took out the trash for him. Because it's not like he immediately forgot about your presence once he couldn't use you anymore. Quote, kill cams will show you bullshit that didn't happen, and then they'll act like that's what happened. No, it didn't. That's not what happened, unquote. So we're supposed to trust a guy who may be legally blind, by the way. And that's an insult to blind people because they shouldn't even be compared to him. So I apologize for that. But we're supposed to take this known liar and person that makes excuses for everything. We should take his word for what happened. No, I'm good, homeboy, thank you. The amount of cope that goes on with this guy, whether it's fighting games, first-person shooters, fucking puzzle bosses, it's unbelievable, man. So we started off a little light there, but the video is about to pick up in a big way with this next clip. I actually covered this clip months ago, but I wasn't able to break it down properly because we didn't have access to Piece of Pieces bank leak spreadsheet at the time. And after I took a second look at it, well, you'll see how fucked up it really is and how much he really cares about his part-time wife.
And Trigger took me $1.30, so I know you don't have to. Why not show us your phone that it isn't you? It would make them look stupid. All right. I've already explained this. This will be the final fucking time I explain this. I mean this now. All right? I'm done with this. After tonight, I'm done with the whole WWE thing. I'm taking so much time out to talk about it now instead of playing Street Fighter. I've had it with this subject, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I used to play mobile games, all right? In fact, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I used to play mobile games. I publicly admitted to it multiple times. Over the years, I used to play mobile games. Yes, I used to even spend money on mobile games because I was a fucking idiot, okay? I played games like WWE Supercard. And yes, I played some of this WWE gem matching game that they're still fucking talking about to this day, all right? When I basically started dating my now wife, okay, I basically said, I want to focus on real life stuff. I want to focus on spending time with this woman. I want to build a family, right? And for me, I actually found that during those years that I heavily played mobile games, that yes, I was wasting money on it. And yes, I was wasting a lot of time on it, okay? Admittedly, I will even go out. I've never said this before. I will say this publicly here tonight, all right? There were certain times when I was addicted to it. I played it too much. In that WWE Supercard game, I played it too much. There was like events where I was playing it like countless hours to earn a Hulk Hogan card and shit like that, okay? And people still make fun of me to this day for it because I publicly posted about it on my social media feeds like a fucking moron. Like I'm proud that I earned this rare Hulk Hogan card. In reality, nothing in mobile games matters. It's all just personal satisfaction, personal sense of accomplishment or whatever. But it's a money trap. It's a time trap. I learned that over the years of playing all these various mobile games. And so when my now wife, Kat, moved in with me over 2 years ago, I said, I'm basically not going to be playing these games with any kind of major time investment or money investment anymore. At that point, I couldn't do money investment anyway. I was broke. But basically, I was like, they can't do this anymore. And I made a commitment to her that I was not going to play mobile games a ton anymore. I say, every once in a while, maybe you'll see me pick up the phone and play it or whatever. But that'll be it. Okay? It's going to be a casual thing to kill time. I want to spend time with my family. All right? And admittedly, I'll even say this. Admittedly, in the past, there may have been issues in my personal life because I played too many mobile games. And I know people will say, oh my God, we got to blow this up and talk about it all over the internet. It's true. I played them too much in the past. All right? I'm admitting that publicly to you all now. All right? That's why when I warn you guys about mobile games and I say, don't fucking go crazy with mobile games. It's a money trap. It's a big addiction. You will have issues in your life if you play mobile games in a major way. You may actually fall into this almost like constant microtransactions. You can't stop yourself. That's from me from years ago, telling you from my personal experience when I used to play WWE Supercard, how bad it got and how much money and time I wasted on that.
All right, and that clip was from May 29th of 2020. And thankfully, the bank leaks stretch back to March of 2020. So he comes out and says he's publicly admitting that he used to play mobile games in the past and that he even used to spend money on mobile games. Well, that's huge fucking breaking news, David. I mean, none of us could have ever guessed that. He specifically mentions that he used to play WWE Supercard. Supercard went up till about 2016, 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Which means by his own admission, he was blowing money on mobile games while he was begging for money and claiming he couldn't pay his bills, etc. It doesn't take a whole lot of logic to figure this out, man, but it's all conspiracy theories. Remember that, guys. Quote, I even played this WWE gem matching game, unquote. He says that once he started dating his now wife, Kat, that he pretty much swore off mobile games and he wanted to focus on her, which also implies that he was still spending money on mobile games up until he met her. He then, again, publicly admits that he was addicted to mobile games in the past. Again, I'm glad you publicly came out and stated that, David, because we never would have known if you hadn't. Thanks for that. Then he says, quote, it's a money trap, it's a time trap. I learned that over the years playing all these various mobile games, unquote. Clearly, you didn't learn jack shit, buddy. He then says, and this is a direct quote, and I made a commitment to her that I was not going to play mobile games in a major way anymore, unquote. That statement alone is so pathetic, man. But whatever. I've said it in the past. We all have our vices. That's an incredibly stupid one to have, but it is what it is. He says it's going to be a casual thing from now on. and that he wants to spend time with his family instead. Another absolutely laughable statement, and you'll see why here very shortly. He then sits there and tells people that they shouldn't play mobile games because it's a big trap, that you will have addictions and ruin your life. No, dumbass, you're the one that did all that stuff. You shouldn't be telling other people this. You should be looking in a mirror and saying it to yourself. It's always the same with this guy. He has to project his faults onto other people, blame others for what he's done to himself, and act like he's better. Or he has to give you advice. Who would want advice from this fucking guy about anything? So that was the setup. The next clip is going to be the reason why I chose to talk about this again and what I was able to find days before it happened. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I have not played any major mobile game in over 2 years. Okay? Truth, right now, I have not played any mobile game in any major way in over 2 years, including this fucking WWE game that these idiots keep bringing up. The stupid shit because someone has my Twitter handle in the game is not fucking me. It might have been a fan of mine, or it might have been, who knows, right? But for me to pick up my phone right now and waste time downloading the game and showing you, oh, here's my login and everything. Number one, that's giving them exactly what they want. That's giving them the time and attention that they crave. I refuse to do that. Number two, that's giving you personal information. If I even show you a thing on my phone, they'll find something on there to fuck me over. They'll say what phone service I have, some information on the dashboard of my phone. They'll find a way to fuck me because they've done it. They found stuff on my desktop, on my computer when I'm streaming. They fuck with that. They find a document sitting on my top of my fucking table downstairs, and they fucking call my electric company and turn off my electricity. Okay? They'll do something fucked up. In addition, I'll tell you this. The login that I used for this fucking Champions game is a login that I've used for other things all across the internet over the years. They will use that login to backwards search the internet and find shit and fuck me over with all kinds of shit. They've already gotten old passwords and shit. That's how insanely obsessed these fucking people are. They find one piece of information and they do things you would never fathom, and then they fuck with my life. They've done this time and time and time again over the years. I'm not going to put myself into harm's way for something that is so ridiculously untrue. I'm so tired of these idiots bringing the same nonsense up over and over again. It's like, how many times can you beat the dead fucking horse? Is nothing you're doing in regards to the mobile game can hurt me because I got my bankruptcy. You lied for 4 fucking months. Yeah, you annoyed the shit out of a lot of people, including myself and other parties. It's over. It's over. You're wasting your fucking time. I wonder if they're harassing this fucking guy. Again, I don't know if this guy was a troll of mine or who was trying to impersonate me, or maybe he was a fan of mine. Maybe he's just someone with dumb, bad fucking luck to have the same name as my Twitter handle. But if they're still bothering this guy like 5 months later, holy fucking shit, dude. Get a fucking life. Look in the mirror, realize you're a fucking loser. Oh my God. I seriously can't believe it that this is still going on. This is still fucking going on.
All right, direct quote. Ladies and gentlemen, I have not played any major mobile games in over 2 years. Truth, unquote. He specifically says he has not played this WWE mobile game that these idiots keep bringing up. He says this as his eyes are darting around all over the place and he looks incredibly suspect. You know, how he can sit there and just blatantly lie like that's bullshit, man. He then says that the person with this name or his name in the game might have been a fan of his. He says that wasting time logging into his Champions account and showing people, which would prove it's not him, by the way, is just giving people the attention that they want, and he's not going to do that. What the fuck do you think you were doing right now, idiot? He then goes on to say that if he shows you his phone, people will take that info and use it to fuck up his life, etc. How many times has he shown his phone screen since this happened, man? Like 4 or 5 different times? Again, it's all smoke and mirrors. Any excuse he can make to get out of the situation, he'll grab onto for dear life. He says people lied for 4 months and almost ruined his bankruptcy case. Well, isn't that Shawn Michaels? Because you lied for 4 months, David, and you almost ruined your bankruptcy case. Then again, the guy might be a troll or a fan of his with, quote, just dumb bad luck. To have the same name as his Twitter handle as well. How this guy was stupid enough to even use that name, especially after what happened to him in Suprcrzy. You get what you deserve, idiot. Then we get, holy fucking shit, dude. Get a fucking life, look in the mirror and realize you're a fucking loser. So let's take a look at what was actually happening right around the time he said this. And as usual, huge shout out to Piece of Peace for the spreadsheet, man. Now, those clips happened on May 29th of 2020. And just 3 days prior to that, I want you to see how that commitment he made to his part-time wife was actually going. So he starts off the day thinking about his loving soulmate, and for some reason, he makes two very modest $21.99 transactions from Apple, iTunes, a store. Not really sure what those could be. He then probably has a home-cooked meal for breakfast by his part-time wife. DoorDash from IHOP. And then proceeds to make 3 more very peculiar purchases from the Apple iTunes store for $24, $44, and $45 respectively. Again, nothing strange about that. Still pretty normal day. They probably get shit-faced the rest of the day because I doubt she can stand being around him while she's sober. This then causes DSP to make 5 absolutely modest transactions from the Apple iTunes Center for Transactions, each for $110.09. Where have we heard that number before, by the way? And then as DSP is sitting on his love seat at about 4 a.m., arm drenched over his head in gorilla pose, wondering where it all went wrong, and absolutely wasted on top-of-the-line gin products, he makes one last purchase from the Apple iTunes store for $154 and pulls his little Hulk Hogan to get the big Hulk Hogan. Now, right before his eyes roll into the back of his head and he falls face down on the floor drunk, he thinks to himself, man, I love my part-time wife. We have a great life together, and the detractors and trolls are just jealous. So that was 11 purchases in one day for a grand total of $861. 3 days before he tells people to look in the mirror, get a fucking life, and realize that they're losers. Quote, ladies and gentlemen, I have not played any major mobile games in over 2 years. Truth. Quote, and I made a commitment to her that I was not going to play mobile games in any major way anymore. What a loving and trusting marriage you have, DSP. I'm absolutely jealous that I can't make the same baseless claims to whores that are willing to move across the country and shack up with the guy they've only spent a couple of weekends with. And by the way, they're in a multi-year relationship with another man when they started talking to you. That's what true commitment looks like right there. And as great as that segment was, we're still not done with the video.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief break. I have to piss, and also my wife is home, and I just want to see how she's doing. Give me like 5 minutes to go use the bathroom. I'm actually going to put my coffee cup in the kitchen, too. And then when we come back, another hour, continuing on, trying to keep everyone alive. So far, so good. By the way, I'm not going to run ads or anything during this 5-minute break. I'll just leave it paused. Take a break if you need to. But guys, listen. I really need the support tonight. $16 for the first hour, okay? This is not good. I don't know what's been going on because it's weird. Some night it's like a ridiculous mix. Some nights, out of nowhere, people come in and there's tons of support. It happened during the Street Fighter stream. It happened during what stream was it? Lost Judgment stream. And then all of a sudden, like, some days are just slow, like, really bad. Like, really slow support. Yesterday was really slow. Today is really slow. It's like, I don't know what's causing it. It just seems like some nights people show up to us, they want to support. It doesn't even matter what game I'm playing. Like, this game has done consistently good up to now, and now all of a sudden, what's going on tonight? I don't know. So, Well, anyway, let's take a break. I hope if you're liking the stream, you'll support it. 0 super chats, 0 memberships, and only $16 in tips so far tonight. This is actually the slowest stream I've had in months. See what I'm saying? So, all right. I'm going to come back in just a few minutes, and I hope that you will still be here. Don't go anywhere, because I'm not going anywhere. All right? I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. All right, Jones J, thank you for the $1.50 tip. Appreciate that. No apology needed. Like I said, just relax. Everything's fine. Seriously, everything's fine. No need to apologize for anything. All right. So, guys, here's the deal. I'm going to stream for another hour, which means I'm going a little bit later than usual. Thank you for chilling with me or having a good time. I really need more support tonight if you can. All right? We are $17 in tips, no super chats, no memberships, nothing. So, slowest stream I've had, like, no exaggeration, in months and months. I don't know why. So, I'm going to tweet. Just hopefully we'll have some people come by if they can support tonight. If you could support tonight, please do. Okay?
All right. And credit to Almighty Annie Lee for that clip. So that was from November 2nd of this year. And it's funny how his part-time wife always gets home at the exact same time every night. And he needs to go down and talk to her. For a part-time wife that only works, well, part-time, she sure has a busy work schedule. It's kind of weird. But remember the commitment he just made it to her in the last clip? I wonder what they even talk about, man. She probably just asked him how much money he's made so far. And he says, "Don't worry about that, honey. I'm about to send out the tweet." He says he doesn't know why support is low, and that some days a random person just shows up and supports the stream out of nowhere. But that support is very low for the game, and he really needs the help. This is the exact same thing he's saying about Halo Infinite today, almost exactly word for word. Quote, "This is actually the slowest stream I've had in months," unquote. What other fucking streamer talks like this or acts this way? He then gets a $1 tip by the subhuman known as Jones J and tells him to relax and there's no need to apologize. That's extremely normal behavior by both parties there. Quote, "I really need more support tonight if you can," unquote. He talks like he needs to borrow money. He's going to pay it back if you can. Fuck off, beggar. How about that? How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? And there's the magic button at the end there. I'm going to tweet. It's absolutely insane. So the tweet has zero fucking effect. And let's see at the end of the night what happened right after he cut the camera off and stopped rolling for the very positive, on-demand YouTube audience.
But anyway, thank you guys. Let's go. Brandon tipped me another $1.50. Said your button press was stolen. Make button presses count again. So here we go. Political jokes, you see. Oh, my name's Brandon. I wasn't trying to make a political joke, but here's a Trump slogan, right? Anyway, guys, thank you. Please have a good night. I'm going to upload this gameplay right now to DSPGaming if you missed any portion of the stream. Like I said, tomorrow, I'm very excited for more Visage. Very scary game. And tomorrow night will be Lost Judgment. I'm off on Thursday. Friday will be Far Cry and Street Fighter. Saturday will be either more Visage or the continuation of Condemned Criminal Origins. And then we will try to finish this up Saturday night. Okay? All right, guys. So, that is it. Thank you. Now, tonight, guys, no exaggeration, was the slowest night I've probably had in 6 months. I don't know what happened. I even had more support on the Lost Judgment stream, you know, because when you factor in everything, including the super chats, the memberships, and the tips, I don't know. You guys are here. The attendance was good for the stream. For a night stream, the attendance was actually good. I don't know. Here's hoping that tomorrow things will pick up because this was bad. You know, right now I'm in a situation where I just had to drop a ton of money to pay my first of 3 or more payments to a fucking lawyer. I just had to fucking buy a new vacuum cleaner because my vacuum broke. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. Just as long as everything goes okay on the streams this week. And now I've had, no lie, I've had 2 straight days of insanely slow support. So I'm hoping things will pick up. I'm going to tweet about this tonight. Hopefully people will come tomorrow and support. In particular with Visage. It's a very good horror game, so I hope people will support that stream. All right? But anyway, thank you guys for those who did support tonight. I hope to see you tomorrow for Visage and for Lost Judgment. All right? All right, guys. Thank you. Please have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night. Peace out.
All right, credit to Dark Dave Mir for that clip. We got a Let's Go Brandon either tip or super chat there. So he runs down his stupid ass schedule for probably about the third time in the last 5 minutes, trying to stall some last minute tips out. Quote, so tonight, guys, no exaggeration, was the slowest night I've had in probably 6 months. I don't know what happened, unquote. Well, I know what happened, crackhead. The same 5 whales got tired of supporting you and had to take a night off. That's what happens when you rely on the same people over and over. Shit like this happens. We then get the made-up story about the first of 3 or 4 payments to a lawyer to handle his identity theft situation. Again, how on earth does a lawyer make any sense there? The bank and the agencies that leaked your info are responsible. And you pay for LifeLock, dipshit. But no, let's believe this guy and take his word for it. Why don't you make a commitment to us about it, like some other person that we know? Hint, hint. Quote, I'm going to tweet about this tonight. After tweeting about it before the game started, tweeting about it during the break, and then tweeting about it after the stream. Gee, Phil, I wonder why people call you a beggar and make fun of you. It's not like you bring this shit on yourself or anything. So again, that was November 2nd, a bad day for support. One fucking bad day. And how does he proceed to act on November 3rd? Well, let's find out.
Remember, okay? Here's the situation I'm facing, all right? And this is me being completely transparent with all of you. I'm broke, basically. I don't have funds to do anything with right now, okay? In October, at the end of the month, I was hit with a over $1,500 legal bill for shit that I had to do to try to clean up the giant mess made by someone who committed identity theft with me and screwed up all my financials. I had things that were fucked up to the point where I had multiple things that weren't paid, fees on top of fees, saying I'm in default and stuff, which I should not have been, but all my shit was compromised. So it got frozen, and it took me a while to figure all this shit out, and I had to pay a ton of money to get stuff fixed and get back on track, which thankfully I am now, but it costs money. I actually said this on Twitter. I said, in America, it's fucked up because you become the victim of a crime, and you have to pay money to fix your own shit. Like, I was the victim of a federal crime, but now I'm set back tons of money because of a criminal. And I have no defense against it, okay? Now, I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. I am not going to put up with any more fucking slander and defamation and bullshit. These scumbags who say, oh, I know all about identity theft. You don't have to spend any money to do anything. Fuck you and your mother. Really. Fuck you and your mother. Because you're a piece of shit. I'm the one who's going through it right now. I'm the one who's going to have a bad time trying to pay back all this fucking money I owe now for all the shit I had to go through. I know what I fucking owe because I have the bill in front of me. And you're not going to sit here on the internet and lie about it because you're a scumbag who just wants to fucking contradict everything I say to try to make me look bad. Fuck you. You don't know shit. You don't. You're not here in my shoes putting up with this shit every day. I'm tired of the slander and defamation against me and everyone saying I'm a liar. Fuck you. You don't know anything. You're a dumb fucking kid living in your parents' fucking basement with no bills and no responsibility for yourself. Or you're some lucky snowflake who's been protected from real life and doesn't actually understand the repercussions when someone fucks with your livelihood every single fucking day like they do with mine. Okay? I'm done with it.
All right, credit to Hate Army Watch for that clip. And as I'm sure most of you remember, this was the infamous pre-stream with the list of bills written in crayon. And in that video that I covered this, I told him to call JG Wentworth and to go fuck himself. So there was plenty of clips to choose from that day, but this is the only one we're going to go over here. And the clip starts off with, quote, here's the situation I'm facing. Just being very transparent with you. I'm broke, basically. I don't have funds to do anything right now, okay? Unquote. This is a guy that makes at least $10,000 a month, sitting here crying to you that he's broke and he needs more money after one slow stream. And by the way, what happened to that part-time wife that works every night? And you have to go talk to her during your 5-minute break because you haven't seen her all day. Where's that fucking money at, man? It's almost like he's lying and they're just sitting around playing video games and mobile games all day, getting drunk and eating out for every meal. Then again with the lawyer bill bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. He then says that we're dumb fucking kids that live in our parents' basements with no responsibility or no bills whatsoever. Let me tell you something, David. I made a commitment to my ma'am that I wasn't going to play mobile games anymore in any major way ever again. So go fuck yourself, buddy. My little buddy. He then says we're all little snowflakes that have been protected all our lives and we don't know what reality is. Do y'all remember the last video clip I just put up, or the last video I just put up, where this dipshit talked about the principal begging him to take the detention for something that he didn't do? That way there wouldn't be an upheaval at the school. That's almost a word-for-word quote, by the way. And that was also a private fucking school. Or how about the clip I used a couple of weeks ago, where he totaled a brand new car that his parents bought for him, driving on the highway his mother told him not to drive on. And because she got pissed about it, he told his parents that he had enough of their shit and he was just going to do whatever he wanted. Or how about the guy that couldn't control his mobile game spending to the point that he had to file for bankruptcy and still barely got that? So who's the protected little snowflake again? Who's the dumb fuck kid that doesn't understand how life works again? You J.G. Wentworth looking motherfucker. Pick up the phone and dial 877-CASH now, bitch. All right, woo, that's the video for today. I'm gonna give a couple of quick shout outs and then don't panic, do not panic. I have a very special surprise for you, a very positive addition to the stream that you guys are gonna love. Only if we hit the 2K stretch goal, so get your fucking wallets open, trolls. Give a shout out to Nasir, at least I think that's the way you pronounce it. There was no message, but I guess he just wanted to send a little something to show his appreciation for the videos. So thank you, homie. I appreciate you, brother. Brandon, let's go Brandon, I guess. And he said it's not much, but just wanted to wish me a happy holidays and that the content just gets better and better. Well, I appreciate that, my friend. And I put a lot of time and effort into these, man. So, you know, it just takes a lot sometimes to go through all this bullshit. But at the same time, you know, look at how the channel has blown up and I get to see the benefit of that. So, you know, it's definitely motivation to keep going. And I appreciate you thinking enough of it to support me, homie. Thank you very much, Brandon. James, who pretty much had the exact same message. He said, not a lot, but thanks for putting the work in. And like I told Brandon, it means a lot to me to get the support from you guys that I do. Especially when I look at Dave, who has a much bigger channel than mine, and I don't have to beg and plead for people to support me. They go out of their way to do it. So thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And then Ryan, no message, but again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. I hope you're having a happy holidays, my friend, and I hope you enjoyed this video. A quick shout out to Joe, who commented on the last video and said that he lost his mom on Christmas Day. And I just want to say that I'm sorry for your loss, brother. I hope you can keep your head up and that you can remember the good times y'all had together and that hopefully you can see her again one day. Just like I hope that I can see the people I've lost again one day. And I truly believe that. So keep your head up, homie. Now let's go ahead and end with a surprise for you all. The video is probably going to get claimed and ads placed on it, but there's nothing I can really do about that. And I mainly did this for y'all in the premiere so that we can watch it live and laugh our asses off. This is a compilation and, well, let's just pour some Pepsi out for all the good Samaritans out there that are fighting the good fight and that never give up against the evil dictator troll known as DSP. I will talk to y'all very soon, probably in 2022. Thank you for riding with me, And as always, a fucking go.
Both gone through some changes, and now you see your love is true.